So I'm on the last pane 6 out of 6. It's been a long day. Look down here. This is how tedious it is trying to get rid of all the old adhesive. But I'm stubborn, and so this is how I spend my Saturday night. Friday night. Saturday night?
Saturday, yeah.
So, but yeah, so hopefully once I've cleaned this one, this will be the last one. I'll just seal it up and it should go alright. And then tomorrow I will fit them back into the frames and put them back on the bus. Are you good? Are you sure? Keeps turning the camera off. So anyway, what I was saying was, because I've only got today and tomorrow, which is Sunday, to fit them back on the bus. Bus? No, we're not on the bus anymore. The motorhome, the RV. Because then it's going to absolutely belt it down from Monday onwards. So I really like the windows in, and also I'm busy at work anyway. So
it's basically a storm on Monday.
It's a storm, is it? So anyway, I'm going to finish scraping, and then I'll give you a little end result of tonight, and then tomorrow I'll be fitting them back in the frames. I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Victory! Done it. 12 o'clock at night, but I've done it. It's took me since lunchtime, which ain't bad going really. Cleaning and resealing 6 double glazed units. I mean, I'm quite impressed really, considering I've never done it before ever. Yeah, quite tedious, but done. So the next bit will be tomorrow, because I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. Feeling fresh. So it's the next day. It's Sunday morning, and all my windows dried lovely overnight. And I thought before I do a video, I would just put one back together just to make sure that they go back together okay. And she looks good. So she is all back together. That's my driver's window. I don't know if you remember it. Hang on, let me turn it round. I don't know if you remember it from the last video, but you literally, it was so fogged up. But now they're all crystal clear, looking good. So Mummy clearly isn't here. Mummy is clearly inside. There's no one here. I'm just doing a video. You're right. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm going to I'll give you a few little shots of me putting the other one back together, and then we'll be getting up the bus to put them back in. See you in a minute. So what I'm going to do with the glass planes first is, obviously there's a lot of sealant around the edges, so I'm just going to use a standing knife, just the scraper, just to make sure there's no excess around the edges, and just to get rid of anything I might have got on the glass beforehand, which I've done that plane already. And then just with some soapy water, I'm just going to give it a clean off. That should get rid of any of the rubbish on there. Doesn't matter if you get the soap everywhere. Just be careful, because it will make it slippy when you're handling it. I'm just going to take my don't have to take it all off, just as long as you know that all the cracks off it, and that'll be fine. I'm just going to flip it and do the same the other side. Just get rid of all the excess rubber, that's all. I actually find that getting some of the bits off this glass is easier when it's a little bit wet. It comes off a lot easier. But yeah, so I'm going to do that with the panes, and then I'll come back to you in a second. Hello again. So I didn't end up recording putting that last one together, because I needed both hands on deck, and my battery died on my phone, so I just cracked on with it. It's been raining all this morning. It's let up a little bit now, but what I'm going to do, I'm using my tail lift on my van to give me a good height so I can work on that. But I'm going to put this awning out so that it gives me a bit of shelter. So when because what I'm going to have to do is clean up all the edges around, and then I'll do a test fit first, make sure that it fits in all right and everything lines up again, and then we'll clean the back of the windows where all the rubbish is. I've got just some wire ended cleaning tool to put on the end of the drill, wire brush tool, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to use that to clean the backs, get it nice and stripped back and bare and clean, and then use sealant and seal it back in. These ones were put in with the double-sided tape, but I'm going to use sealant because I just find it's a better bond. Obviously, if they ever have to come out again, it'd be a bit harder to get them out, but I'd rather it was sealed properly, and then you probably won't get any damp problems anyway, or misting again in the future. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll speak to you in a minute. Right on cue. As soon as I went to start fitting them, started belting it down with rain. So just started her up, letting her have a run a minute, and gonna hopefully wait and see if this rain goes away. There is some blue skies in the distance, so hopefully it should be just a passing shower. I've got the awning out so I can do bits under here whilst we're raining. But yeah, rain, go away. Okay, so the rain stopped for a minute, so I've just what I've done is I've just put the window in place just to make sure that it all sits in right around the edges. I need to get rid of, someone taped it before, I need to get rid of this. Not very nice, but yeah, just to make sure that it sits round properly at the edges, whether you need any wedges on the bottom, which this one hasn't got. They're already on the bottom of the window, but just got to make sure it sits in right first. And once you're happy that it sits in the right place, just a case of cleaning it back and applying the adhesive and sticking her back in. What a difference though. I mean, I can already see the difference it's made. I haven't even cleaned the windows properly yet, but I can see in there crystal clear as before. It's so misty. You just couldn't see anything, so I'm really chuffed with the result. I've never done it before. I literally, I like to think that I'm handy, and you know, there was a YouTube video that I watched and sort of followed his instructions, and yeah, it worked out. So I wouldn't recommend doing it if you're not very handy. It's not the easiest of jobs I've ever done, to be fair. But yeah, so I'm going to get this cleaned back now. I can't really do it with the camera, so I'm gonna clean it back, seal it in, and then I'll show you the result after. I thought he was going to come running in the door then. I was recording. He is. Okay, so that's it. We the windows are in. After I decided to carry on. After getting them out Friday, took me all day up to midnight to get the glass out, cut them, reseal them, left them overnight drying, and then 9 to 5 to get them back in the frames and back RV. And look at them. They are crystal clear. Like brand new. Yeah, really chuffed with that. They were so fogged up before. Can see out the mirrors really well now. So, well, I say that I'm going to get myself some taller ones, which will be I'll have a better view. But job well done. You can type in YouTube. There's a gent on there. I can't remember his name, but if you type in fog windows RV, he shows you how to remove and do it all. And I found that really useful to give me an idea what was involved. But yeah, I mean, apart from it was very tedious, but it saved me a lot of money in the long run for ordering new ones, because new units you're looking at, well, just under £1,000 with duty and postage from the States. You're probably looking at half that, maybe a little bit less for getting glass cut if you can find anyone and you can be bothered to go through the whole bravado of getting them done. But there was like a 3-month waiting list or something, so I wasn't willing to wait 3 months. So yeah, it's cost me about £30, which is, you know, in sealant and a couple of bits. So definitely worth it if you've got the patience. Like I said, it took me 2.5 days with six glasses to do. So so when I put them back in, all I did was cleaned off the back of the window, cleaned around the door, and then just put a load of sealant in there and bonded them in, and reversed the process of the previous video, yesterday's video, whenever it was, the day before. Putting the screws and the frames back in, so it's all done. So anyway, next thing I'm going to do is probably going to do the cupboard doors. Hopefully they'll be done soon. Some painting and plumbing the washing machine as well, but they'll be in later videos. But until then, we will see you again soon. Bye.
Bye. I didn't realise I was.
See you later, guys. Bye.